Be very interested to see who he's coming out with, and he's coming out, of course.
Surprise, surprise, Captain Coattails himself, Triple-Licious, following along.
The OG accompanying JT Dunn for what should be an epic encounter as he is going up against Dynamite Danny Miles.
Oh boy, I can't wait for this match. Another great one here in the Season 2 opener on Twitch. What a great show.
It's been a wonderful show so far. Of course, we've got so much more to come. But JT Dunn clearly put a fire underneath Danny Miles as we are seeing, well, I think for the first time, to be honest with you, we're going to see the real Danny Miles here in Chaotic Wrestling.
Oh, what are you trying to say, Raj? He's not giving it 100% for out of this?
I'm saying he was giving 100%, but now the little liquor stick of dynamite has been lit. And Danny Miles is ready for action.
He's a liquor sticker.
Liquor sticker.
Come on, Red. Don't call him that. He's not a liquor sticker. Uh-oh, look at this. JT Dunn giving some instructions, you'd have to assume, to Triple-Licious here.
Well, he's certainly a man with a plan.
And you know, Triple-Licious is no stranger to a chain. And we all know Danny Miles has got the big chains here in Chaotic Wrestling.
Absolutely he does, but I mean, here we go. JT Dunn finally getting up on the ring apron.
You know, this isn't fair. Come on. What is it?
Okay, now Triple-Licious
climbing the ring. He's not in this match. And look at this. It's Chase Del Monte.
The chaser runs the place.
Uh-oh. Some heated words here.
You'll be the next one out.
Oh, you'll be the next. I think he's kicking Triple-Licious out of here, Reginald.
Well, this was a one-on-one match.
Yeah, he is. He's kicking the OG out of the Academy. Wow. Chase Del Monte setting the rules here, getting Triple-Licious out of the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. We have a fair match.
We certainly do, and for anyone on the Twitch universe who can lip read, we apologize for Chase Del Monte's choice of words right there. But what the Chase who runs the place has just done is leveled the playing field for Dynamite Danny Miles and for the savior JT Dunn as the two of them go one-on-one.
I love the rhyme there, right?
It's always rhymes with me.
And again, apologies to our ASL, American Sign Language viewers here for that lip.
Right. I mean, if they are an ASL sign language viewer, they couldn't hear what you just said. Probably. We're not
talking about?
We're not providing ASL.
I said that in perfect English. They can hear me clearly.
Anyway, here we go with JT Dunn taking advantage right now. But both of these men totally proficient of mat wrestling. In fact, I would probably say that Danny Miles may even take the edge if we're looking at mat wrestling as it is. Danny Miles, a 14-year plus veteran, has wrestled all over the United States, even gone out to Japan to wrestle. That is something JT Dunn cannot say. So I would give the edge on mat wrestling at the very least to Danny Miles.
Well, there you go. Look at this though. You can't argue that with Danny Miles in his perfect position with that headlock perfectly locked in. But now JT Dunn with a hammerlock.
Right, but how did he get into the hammerlock? He grabbed hold of Danny Miles' ear. That's something you won't see Danny Miles do. There are ways to get in and out of these maneuvers. This is why wrestling is an art form.
There's other Japanese ways he could have went around that, right?
Well, that's not a Japanese way. There's no Mr. Arigato here.
Well, you said that's the difference between the two, right?
That is a difference between the two. What we're seeing right now is Danny Miles, again, with that power, taking down JT Dunn. And again, look, JT Dunn has the ability to get out of this headlock takeover. He can maneuver his body. He can try, as he's doing right now, trying to bring Danny Miles into that head scissors. He does so very well. And there you go. JT Dunn, also proficient on the mat. Let's not, of course, forget about his lineage of accomplishments that we do not need to go through. One thing JT Dunn doesn't need is any inflation of his ego.
You just don't want me to shout out my knowledge of the title history of chaotic wrestling. Is that it? You don't shout out?
How about looking at...
Oh, whoa! Did you see the way his head snapped? Oh my goodness!
I mean, what I did see there was Danny Miles in a perfect headstand.
Yeah.
And then his vertebrae just got shifted.
Yeah, your body goes one way, your head only goes a certain way. When you go the wrong way, I don't think it feels very good.
Oh, it certainly doesn't. And I think Danny Miles right now could be in a world of pain. And this is where JT Dunn actually does excel. We don't need a history of his title accomplishment.
Sure, I can do it, Rich.
I'm sure you can. That's why you're the voice of chaotic wrestling. Oh, what we do know is that when JT Dunn finds a exploitation, when he finds that smallest of things to exploit, he will take care of it. But Danny Miles right then, well, one thing we know about Danny Miles is he knows how to use his body and drops a senton right onto JT Dunn's chest.
Wow. Now he's feeling it from the academy here.
Yeah, this could be one of those huge avalanches, puts him down in the corner, and what we normally see right now is the Danny Miles cannonball. One roll here, and a bigger roll there. Oh,
no, JT Dunn moved!
This is JT Dunn doing what he does. I was talking about it before. I think we're going to see it again right now. He will find an area, a weakness, a mistake, and he will exploit that. He will make that his focus. He will change whatever tactics he came into the match with, and he will begin to exploit all of those tactics.
And he's doing that right now, as we see. He's got Danny Miles trapped in the corner. What's he doing with the ropes here? Is he going to work on that leg?
Well, he's got one leg hooked over the middle rope. He's got the same leg hooked underneath the bottom rope. And he's going for... Oh! Did he just throw his entire body into... That is dedication.
We saw Danny Miles going for that cannonball in the corner. JT Dunn using all of his body weight. I know it's not nearly as much as Danny Miles, but to do almost the same towards his left knee. That was stuck in the ropes there.
Very smart move there from JT Dunn.
And now what's he got in mind?
Well, Danny Miles outside of the ring trying to get a little bit of a rest. That's a smart choice for him to make there. His leg obviously taking a bit of padding. But now look at this. JT Dunn again. He's holding his leg. Look at this. JT Dunn's left leg stepping on Danny Miles' left leg whilst it's hooked over the rope. And he's really trying to kind of exploit that knee joint.
I guess he's got to make up for the fact that Triple-Licious isn't helping him out today.
Yeah, but listen, this is what JT Dunn hasn't yet realized in his career. He is talented. He is an exceptionally gifted wrestler.
Are you saying that you don't think JT Dunn thinks that?
I know JT Dunn thinks that, but what JT Dunn doesn't realize is he doesn't need...
I think that's the issue, Reginald.
You think that's the issue?
Yeah, I think it's the issue. I think he thinks he's better than everyone else here by a long shot. I think that's what the whole bad new attitude comes from.
Well, I'd like to see a JT Dunn that doesn't need to be loved so much by people, that doesn't need an entourage, that doesn't need these people coming to the ring with him, carrying his bags, making him look like a superstar.
You know who wouldn't be a good lackey? It was Doug, because I think he wouldn't love JT enough.
I love Doug loves JT. Doug loves everybody. It's the power of love.
All right. Well, you shut me down on that one pretty quick.
Yeah, the power of love.
I didn't mean to offend you at all, Reginald. I'm so sorry.
You know how I feel about Love Doug.
Okay. All right. There it is.
No need to bring it up. He's not even on the show tonight, sadly.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up a sore spot for you, Reg.
Yeah. Listen, the best... Oh, what a great move there from JT Dunn. The best thing about the end of Season 1 was, of course, Love Doug beating Effie.
That's true. What a great season finale we had with Effie guest starring here on Twitch. I can't wait for him to come back in the future.
Yeah, I've heard rumors that he may well be returning. Getting a second wind, if you will.
Look at this.
Oh, Danny Miles turned. Yes, Danny Miles, of course. We haven't spoken about it yet tonight, but he does have a fantastic background in judo. It's a great background in judo, working that armbar, but now JT Dunn able to flip that armbar, turn it around into a reverse
ankle lock.
Ankle lock.
Were you hoping I'd say cravat?
Could have been an ankle cravat. It's beautifully worked there.
I think the positioning of the hands need to be a little bit differently intertwined for it to be a cravat. But hey, you're the Encyclopedia Britannica.
That is true.
I can't argue with your knowledge and your
Well, let's not argue about knowledge, and let's just focus on the action in the ring as JT Dunn with a modified STF crossface right there. But Danny Miles peeling away the fingers, and now JT Dunn drops an elbow right into the center of the rhomboid of Dynamite Danny Miles.
Yeah, we saw a glimpse of that strength advantage there with Danny Miles breaking that STF, but now it looks like JT Dunn's got another submission in mind. Is he trying to lock in a sharpshooter? We saw Chase Domani use the sharpshooter a few weeks ago in his heavyweight title match.
Yeah, I think Chase Del Monte calls it a shore shooter.
Ah, that's right, the shore shooter.
Yeah.
I think he's actually more of a Scorpion Deathlock kind of guy, so maybe the Jersey Shores. I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out, but listen, we do know that there's no Beyonce DDTs coming out tonight.
Jeez, don't start with that.
But right now, Danny Miles holding onto those middle ropes, trying to find a way to get back to his feet. But that left leg of Danny Miles has taken an enormous amount of punishment tonight, to the point where, and what I love, Danny Miles still fighting back on his back, throwing chops at JT Dunn, causing that separation, giving Danny Miles the opportunity to catch a break, maybe giving that scar tissue a quick opportunity to form, and maybe allow Danny Miles to get back to his feet at some point during this match. But look at that heel hook into a single lift, almost into a half Boston Crab right there.
Yeah, like I said a couple weeks ago, it's almost like a half lion tamer, the way his knee's almost driving into the back of Danny Miles, but no, Danny Miles is reversing it.
Yeah.
An ankle lock.
Well, it's a great, look at that knee extension right there. That is a knee bar almost from the back there. JT Dunn thought about tapping out. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Danny Miles taps out JT Dunn tonight?
And you're right, that is an excellent knee bar. He's trying to hyperextend the knee of JT Dunn, but JT Dunn grabs onto the ropes.
Yeah, I think the savior of Chaotic Wrestling there is even more grateful that that rope was able to save him. And there again, you see JT Dunn finding that weakness and exploiting it with a beautiful drop kick to Danny Miles' left knee. And Danny Miles, now on the floor, must be wondering whether he has what it takes to get back to his feet again.
I'm wondering that myself right now. He's not looking good. And like I said, Triple-Licious isn't even here to help JT Dunn out. This is all JT Dunn's work so far. I gotta give him credit.
Don't give him too much credit. Of course, that will just go to his head, and his ego hasn't is not been cleared for the airspace that it's in already, let alone the airspace it will need to go if you inflate it anymore.
You got a good point there, Reginald, but JT Dunn, something in mind here.
Oh, well, he fixed that knee pad. Did he lower the knee pad? My goodness, that knee striking Danny Miles' head right into the turnbuckle.
I think quite the opposite. I think he raised it to expose his shin a little more to try to...
well, bone on bone right there is not good news for Danny Miles.
And now he's loving the hate from the Academy. Typical JT Dunn fashion.
Yeah, we are seeing this new attitude of JT Dunn. I think we're going to continue to see it throughout Season 2 here of Chaotic Wrestling Reloaded, live on Twitch, of course. And this is just a reminder that if you miss any episodes of any of our shows, you can, of course, go back onto our YouTube page. We are releasing new episodes of Chaotic Wrestling Reloaded every Friday.
But Reginald, those are a month old of episodes. If you want the good stuff, I almost said a bad word there. If you want the good stuff, you want to have to tune into Twitch and subscribe, Reginald. You'll get every episode at your convenience immediately after it airs. If you miss the live episode, you subscribe, you can watch it later on in the night.
Is that so?
That's so.
Can I use my Amazon Prime account to use?
And use it for a free subscription every month. A free month subscription every month. But now, look at what's going on in the ring. Oh no! JT Dunn slips it! Oh! Wow!
To the back of Danny Miles' head as he was going for that shoulder driving gut buster. But JT Dunn then still on top of this.
Whew, that was gonna be dangerous for JT Dunn if he didn't slip out of that.
I was impressed that Danny Miles was able to get JT Dunn up onto his shoulders after the punishment that his knee's been under thus far in this match.
That's a great point, the way he came off the rope like that.
But again, guys, once again, just that reiteration of the fact that you can use, if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, you get one free Twitch sub every single month. And you can use it, and we would love you to use it, for Chaotic Wrestling. And that way, anytime you miss a show, show. Anytime you miss a move, anytime you miss the faces of Reginald Kensington III and Pat Matthews.
You know, and as a Prime subscriber myself, I have to admit, that's a great deal. Think about it, over the year, 12 months, $5 a month you're saving. That's half of the cost of your Prime subscription almost.
It's pretty good, and you don't have to worry about recycling the box that it comes in either.
That's true, Reginald. I always have that issue.
We're saving the planet. But look at this, JT Dunn looking at Dynamite Danny Miles and slapping him in the face.
Dynamite Danny Miles wouldn't let me do that. Is he in here? Hello, Danny. You're not as good as you think you are. Oh,
Wow.
I'm the best. This is a hard lesson you're gonna have to learn. I don't lose.
Uh-oh. Hello, McFly. Is anybody in there? Hello?
Well, JT Dunn might want to be careful about really trying to wake up Dynamite Danny Miles, because if it... Wait a second.
No, you can see how big those chains are. Those aren't toys.
They are certainly not toys, but that is an inventive way to strap a chain around a turnbuckle. I mean, I remember back in the days watching wrestling when they would release that turnbuckle, but that is going to really knock somebody out.
Wait a second!
Huge German suplex from Danny Miles.
He just launched JT Dunn!
Now Danny Miles on top, lifting up JT Dunn, putting him in the corner, following him with that shoulder barge. 2, 3 shoulder barges all around, following him with some punches. Really now, it does look like this is Dynamite Danny Miles waking up and showing JT Dunn. Irish whip into the corner. Nope, he's got him in the corner in the chop. And look at that, he raised JT Dunn off the ground.
Uh-oh.
If JT Dunn is thrown into that buckle, we could be seeing Dynamite Danny Miles. But here we go now. Danny Miles puts him into the corner. Not the corner with the chain on it, of course.
Slow and steady, Danny Miles.
Waking up the beast inside. The dynamite stick may well have been lit right here. And JT Dunn is on the floor. And could we be seeing the cannonball that he attempted earlier? He rolls one way. He rolls the other.
Oh, not enough time for JT Dunn to move out of that one.
Not that time. And JT Dunn is in disarray right now.
Absolutely, he is. He can really use Triple H to stride him out now.
He certainly could.
Danny Miles thinking of something here. He's got something in mind to put JT Dunn away for good. Uh-oh. Oh, man, a big buckle bomb there. And now, what is this? Oh, a side slam. Is this it?
Oh, Pat Matthews, I thought that was going to be it from Danny Miles.
A 5-mile swing from Danny Miles, not enough.
That's a huge clothesline, turns JT Dunn inside out. Danny Miles has found his rhythm here, finally, in Chaotic Wrestling. This is the Danny Miles that has traveled up and down the country, that has shared the ring with the likes of the Rock and Roll Express. This is the Danny Miles that has traveled out to Japan, and this is the Danny Miles that we have been eager to see in Chaotic Wrestling.
Reginald, this is his time to take advantage. He's got to wake up and put JT Dunn down.
Yeah, he really does. We are about 15 minutes into this matchup, and I can assure you that both men have got plenty more gas in the tank. Thanks again for tuning in here on Twitch to Chaotic Wrestling. This is Dynamite Danny Miles and JT Dunn, two of the best in Northeast, in New England, in the USA.
Uh-oh, what's this? JT Dunn.
Judo throws him over there. Went for that kick, caught by Danny Miles.
Oh, no! Going for a German again, maybe?
Oh, single leg take sweep. Pick that heel hook up. Is he going to turn it again? Oh, Danny Miles using those legs to push JT Dunn off. Oh, he's got him up this time. He's got him up. Oh, JT Dunn, no, right there. Oh, blocked from Danny Miles where that big chain is still landing. Kicks to the midsection. JT Dunn, third swing kick right there. JT Dunn's got to be thinking about a way to push Dynamite Danny Miles back. Oh, he's going for the JT cutter. Caught by Danny Miles. He's got him in that sleeper hold. His legs are hooked around him. JT Dunn could be on his way out.
Oh, boy. Nighty-night, JT Dunn!
Oh, but he doesn't have the legs hooked anymore. Dunn is able to roll over with a 2, almost a 3 count. Not quite, though. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, a shining wizard from the back!
That could have knocked out Danny Miles.
No!
Wow.
I can't believe he kicked out of that!
This is just a phenomenal matchup right here. Kevin Quinn clearly saying a 2 count, but did you just see JT Dunn look up?
How is he not concussed? How
Well,
is Danny Miles not concussed?
More importantly, JT Dunn just looked up and saw the chain still there. He then removed his arm sleeve, revealing that bone on elbow,
You
right?
know what that's a sign for?
Yeah, it's a sign that death by elbow could well be in the future of Danny Miles.
Stalking his prey. JT Dunn, the self-proclaimed savior of professional wrestling, waiting in the...
Waiting for death by elbow, but seemingly mocking up
Yeah,
at his hands together. Oh, there it is.
There he
The
goes.
spin. Oh, he waited too long.
Danny Miles saw it coming!
He waited too long, but there's still bone-on-bone action with that bare elbow. But Danny Miles fights his way up it, lifts him up right into the gut right there.
There's that strength advantage!
That is a huge move. 1, 2, 3. Oh my, just a 2 and 3/8. Kevin Quinn was so close to striking the mat for a 3rd time, but just as that hand was coming down.
He finally nailed the mile-high gutbuster, but that was not enough for Danny Miles to put away JT Dunn for good. JT Dunn is still in this thing, Reginald.
I mean, we are all still in this thing. This has been an epic encounter. Right now, Danny Miles must be wondering, what do I have to do to put JT Dunn away?
And now he's looking at those chains in the corner that JT Dunn set up earlier in the match. He's got something in mind, maybe.
Well, if you can use it to your advantage after JT Dunn decided to put it there. And I think he's actually, yeah, I like this about Danny Miles. He's realizing that he shouldn't be putting those chains right where they are.
I don't know if that's exactly the logic he was going with, Reginald.
Well, you know, he's gonna put the chain outside the ring.
No, he's not. I think he wrapped it around his arm there.
Well, Kevin Quinn's got full vision of what's happening right now. He's not gonna let this happen.
And look at what is JT Dunn doing. He's asking for it.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! I'm not. I'll ring the bell. I'll disqualify you.
That's what he wants. That's what JT Dunn wants. He wants the ref to disqualify him.
I'll ring it. I'll ring it.
And that's why he's not doing it. Danny Miles realizes if he hits him with the chains, he's giving JT Dunn exactly what he's asking for.
But maybe JT Dunn is asking for Danny Miles to be Dynamite Danny Miles. And as soon as JT Dunn realizes, as soon as he realized that Danny Miles wasn't going to use the chain, he had one thing in mind, and that was death by elbow. JT Dunn, the savior, the one, picks up another victory here in Chaotic Wrestling.
How cerebral, how sadistic this guy is. JT Dunn, the dude with a bad new attitude, walking away with another victory.
I mean, I'm not speechless. I'm very rarely speechless. I am almost impressed at JT Dunn's psychological warfare here.
I understand what you're saying. That was some... Wow, I don't even know how to describe what you just saw.
I mean, here's a replay of some of the epic moves that you've seen in this matchup, but ultimately, it didn't come down to any one move.
Yeah.
What it came down to was JT Dunn becoming the master of mind games.
Yeah, quick thinking on his toes the whole time.
When JT Dunn realized that Danny Miles wasn't prepared to do what needed to be done, that was the exact window that JT Dunn needed. And there he is.
He saw an opening and he jumped through it. He can save us, he says, Reg. What do you think about that? More to come from JT Dunn in Season 2, I'm sure of it.
More to come from JT Dunn, and more to come from Chaotic Wrestling.